Welcome to the last of this week's daily thoughts as we thought about various images used of God in the Psalms. So far, we've thought of him as a loving shepherd, a generous host, a protective bird, and a safe and steady rock. And I hope you've been encouraged by those pictures and you've been able to reach out and to trust in God in a deeper way. Today we're going to turn to Psalm 27, another song of confidence, where the opening verse says this: "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" And there are two metaphors applied to God here. There is God as light and God as stronghold. But those two lines are in parallel to one another, and the idea is that the thought of God as a light, it matches, corresponds to the idea of God as a stronghold, a place of safety and security. And that deep sense of safety and security is exactly what light can offer us. Think of the young child afraid of the dark. As night falls and they lie in bed, the gathering darkness becomes oppressive and frightening. But there is a simple remedy at hand, and that is to switch on the lamp that's in the corner of the room, to put on the night light above their bed, and at once the child is soothed and calmed. It's not only young children, of course, who need the comforting presence of light. None of us enjoy the experience of being enveloped in darkness. And if you take time to read Psalm 27, David talks of being surrounded by enemies, of being abandoned by closest family members, and of having evildoers breathing out violence against him. And his one desire, he says in verse 4, is to be in God's presence so that he may gaze upon the beauty of the Lord. And in the midst of his darkness, that's the equivalent to the light being switched on. Suddenly everything is illuminated and his fears are scattered when he can be in the presence of God and see him. Allow me to throw in a verse from one of the prophets. Micah chapter 7 and verse 8 says this: "Rejoice not over me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall rise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord will be a light to me." And then the words of the Lord Jesus: "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. I have come into the world as light, so that whoever believes in me may not remain in darkness." Whatever your darkness is at this moment in time, let this image of God stir your faith and encourage you to reach out to him in trust. And again, as we saw yesterday, that this was so personal for the psalmist. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? May it be that personal for you as well. Amen.